And this video is exactly why it is important for you to embody discernment. Discernment is what we need. We need to have good judgment in this life, because through the trials and tribulations, we're going to face many adversities, and we're going to run into many relationships that I believe we're being tested, right? God wants to see our discernment, our judgment. Can we see the good from the bad, the evil from the light, right? Are we able to discern the people that are just here to pull from us and manipulate us? Are we able to see the people that are actually really here for us and love us and want to see us progress in this life? You got to have discernment. Otherwise, in this life, you're going to be highly disappointed, because you're going to run into people that just want to pull from your energy over and over and over again. And you're going to bump your head, and then you're going to start to get sick yourself because you haven't put up any boundaries in your life. When it comes to friends, right, I ask myself this: who can I trust if I had to leave this apartment for a week for a family vacation or travel for work? Who could I trust to take care of my dog, to take care of this home, and not have to worry about them taking from me? That's something you should ask yourself, right? Without a second thought in mind. Those people that you know you can trust, those people that you know would potentially do something at the home for you, maybe clean the dishes for you when you're away, those are the people that really want to see you move forward in life. Those are the people you can trust. Those are the people that care about you. A wise man once told me that you're born into a family, but friends are the family you choose. And that stuck with me in high school because, you know, some of us have family members that we don't necessarily get along with. They just happen to have the same blood as us. You know, that's just the reality of it. But friends, these are people that we attract. These are people that we choose. And we get to build our own village while we're here. And this is why it's so important to choose wisely. Who are you going to allow around you? Because whoever you allow around you is also who you allow around other people that you love. And I've always kept that in mind. Listen, whoever I call a friend, this person is going to come into my home. You know who else lives here? My mother, my father, my sister, right? So my judgment has to be on point because I don't want anybody taken from my family. So I have to move a certain way. And let me tell y'all a story. This is when I needed discernment the most. This is when I didn't embody it when I needed it, you know? But now I'm here, and this is exactly why I needed that lesson. So basketball, as a bit of you know, was an extreme passion of mine growing up. And my goal was to play on the collegiate level. And thank God, because I did that. That was my goal, and I worked at that every single day. I was pounding basketballs in the garage at night. Pounding basketballs, working on all the drills, all the Kyrie drills, all that stuff, right? For an hour, 2 hours. I would shoot hoops in the front yard at 1 a.m. Shout out my neighbors that never complained. Mom Dukes would come out there with the oven mitts and hit my arms while I was dribbling. I would run up hills at 3 a.m. with my boy Dylan. Shout out my brother Dylan. We had a fitness center, and I would train there 5 to 7 hours a day. Lift weights, play basketball. Lift weights, play basketball. Recover, stretch, hit the cold tub, repeat. And I started to get nice, yo. I was getting nice. I was doing my own workouts. I was working out with my AAU coach. I was too nice. And before that, I wasn't really having any engagements as far as like basketball. Like I wasn't really undeniable at that point. I was really just tall, naturally athletic, long arms, but I wasn't really a good basketball player. But when I started putting that work, I got really good, and people started to notice, of course. So that gym that I was hooping at, a lot more people naturally, when somebody is good at something, started to leech on. And these are a lot of people that I didn't know. I already had my group of friends who are still my brothers till this day, 20 years later. But these new people started to ask me more questions. They wanted me to play. I would be on the other side of the gym just getting shots up. They'd be like, yo, can you play? And they started to kind of seem like friends, or like they really appreciated what I was doing. I started to feel that kind of hometown love that I've been striving for, right? Like, wow, there's somebody in this town that's, you know, really wants to do something successful, and he's like getting there. And long story short, later on, these are the same dudes that I gave information to that start to use that same information against me. This is where a lot of us mess up, because when new people come into our life, we don't have the discernment to see if they just want more information about you to use that information against you. And of course, I found out from other people. I found out from other people that they started to predict what I would do on the collegiate level. They started to predict where I would play, the offers I would get, just because of the little bit of information that I gave them. This is why you need discernment. My judgment was not on point. I assumed that these people really liked me, but instead, they liked what they saw, but they only wanted to get near me so that they could leech onto me, right? Because as we know, successful people that are good at things, people want to leech on. People want to leech on to people that are likable. But that doesn't mean that they're your friends. That doesn't mean that those are your people, that they're going to ride for you, I gave my number to some of those people, and those are the same people that turned around and used the information, and I told them my aspirations, and they used it against me. And this is why it's just the truth. You want to be clear and transparent with the world, with people. You want to be your true self. But you got to have discernment, and you got to have boundaries, yo. You got to be able to protect yourself, because when you protect yourself, you protect your village. You protect the people around you. And as we know, misery loves company. Misery loves company. Misery loves to get around somebody that is successful, that is doing what they want to do. But that's when the jealousy kicks in. When the jealousy kicks in, now that they're around you, right, they're going to start to talk about you. They're going to use the information that you gave them against you. Can you think of a situation when you were younger in high school, maybe recently, where you told somebody something that you thought you trusted and you found out from somebody else? It's like, wait, I told you this. Why does this person know about this? And the fact that you're sitting there with that thought like, there's your answer. Those people are not your people. They're not your friends. They don't care about you. They don't love you. You got to have discernment. And that was a lesson for me. And after that, I started to move with more of a mystique, right? I would give people some of me, but just enough, not too much, right? Because you have to be careful of telling people your goals and telling people things that are really true to your heart. Because anyways, when you dream about something and you have aspirations and you continue to tell people about it, you lose the energy that you have from within, right? If you're striving for something and you really want to do this thing and you think about it all the time, keep that from within, because the energy will build from within. It will cycle around you. But if you continue to tell people and put it out into the universe, it's almost like you feel like you've accomplished it, because you're telling people like, oh, this is what I want to do. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. There's no point of telling people everything about you. After that, it's been like a gift and a curse of mine to really just see things for what they are and to really allow more people to come into my life. Because as I mentioned, I was already in that place where I already had brothers, I already had a solid group of friends. So once you establish that village of yours, you hold tight to that village, and everybody else, you kind of put them where you want them to be, right? It's okay to have acquaintances. It's okay to have people that you're cool with. But the word friend, I believe we put too much stock into it, right? It's almost like we just look at it as if like, everyone's my friend. Oh, I had a cool conversation. Yeah, that's my friend. Friends to me are the people that will show up for you when you're at the hospital. Friends to me are the people that are going to look after your home when you need somebody to look after your home. Friends to me are the people that are going to celebrate things that are important to you with you. Those are friends to me, right? And I can't tell you guys what friends are to you, but I can say that if you don't identify what friends are to you, then you will experience a lot of disappointment in your life. And because I know what an actual friend means to me, I don't deal with that type of disappointment. because I put people where they're supposed to be. It doesn't mean that I have a cold heart and I won't let people in, but it's like you can love people from a distance. There's certain people who I will allow around my environment and let them know more about me and, be very transparent with them because they've already proven to be solid people. But you kind of have to just experience more with new people that you meet. When you just meet somebody new, give them an opportunity for them to show you who they really are. Don't just jump to conclusions and assume who they are. Allow them to show you who they are, because people will always show you who they are in due time. In different situations, in different travels, like if you haven't traveled with people that you consider your friends, or you haven't been in tough situations with people that you consider your friends, I hate to tell you, but they're not your friends, man. You haven't experienced enough with those people. Are they solid enough? Are they going to rock with you? And as I mentioned, it's all about the perception of what friend means to you. And I would say for you to identify that. Stella's brother just graduated high school, and I'm super proud of that dude. I feel like he's like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I see myself through him. It's really crazy. Shout out to Brian. And I told him, I said, bro, now that you graduated, you know what I'm saying? Congrats. And I just wanted to tell you that a lot of these people that you had conversations with in high school, you will never talk to them again. And I always be completely honest with him, because anything that I've experienced, like, I want to be able to help him advance in life. So I told him, I said, listen, a lot of these people that you considered your friends in high school, you're going to find out right now. Because a lot of these people you will never talk to again. And if you've graduated high school already, I know there's younger people that watch this channel, I know there's older people, but if you graduated high school already, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it's not like you have a dislike for those people. They're still cool, right? You had conversations with them in the lunchroom, maybe in PE, you know what I'm saying? Said what up to them in the hallway, but do you guys still talk, Could you call that person when you need a favor? Or is that a person that you can have a real genuine conversation, with? I speak on this friend topic with so much confidence because I only speak from experience. I'm not going to talk about something I haven't experienced or something I don't know. I have 20-year relationships with actual solid friends, and these boys have taught me a lot, right? They have helped me out in so many different ways. You need discernment in this life. The people around you, how do they make you feel? How do they make you feel? It's just as simple as that. Your environment, product of your environment, nothing can save you. You want to be around people that want more for you, and not the people that are just going to tell you you're right all the time, the people that are going to keep it real with you. I've always been the friend that's going to tell you, yo, you got something in your teeth, because I love you and I don't want you to walk around cheesing with something in your teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm the friend that's going to let you know, bro, you got something in your nose, bruh. Those are people that I truly consider to be friends. The ones that keep it real with you, the ones that root for you, and the ones that have already experienced the rain with you. Because as I mentioned before, if people that you're around right now you consider friends and you have not experienced anything with them, give yourself the opportunity to travel with them, to experience some type of adversity and see how they react. And then that will help you judge the people that, you can really consider your friends.